Hello, 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 Capricorn sun signs, and welcome to Caramel and Coconut Tarot. Yes, that's right, this is a reading for the Capricorn sun signs. And it's for week beginning June 5th all the way through to June 18th, 2023. All right. So if you're a Capricorn sun, then this may be the reading for you. And I say that simply because it's a general reading. And if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right. So only you can discern as to whether it does resonate. I'm just going to lower the volume on my microphone because it's getting a little bit loud. A bit of clipping going on. Oh, now it's too low. I'll get the levels just about right. And actually, speaking of levels, Capricorn, that's exactly what Spirit want me to tune into. They're saying your energy levels now are going to start picking up. Yes, I've started the reading. We've got a 3-card read. On the left-hand side, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. In the middle, we've got the 6 of Swords. And on the right-hand side, we've got the 5 of Swords. And that's when you're looking at the screen from left to right. But the card names are in the description if you forget, okay? But you don't need to know them for now. But yeah, your energy levels, just like my levels were a bit off and I just adjusted them on my sound. Actually, it was almost a kind of expression of my entire energy system via my body, using that as a symbol to say that your energy levels, Capricorn, for this 2-week period and beyond are going to start feeling a lot more balanced. I'm really focusing on the 6 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles at the same time, simply because the 6 of Swords is very indicative of, going from somewhat choppy waters to calmer waters. So a lot more balance is what I'm picking up. And 6 is divisible by 2 and it equals 3, right? 3 in each side. So it's not a 5 like the 5 of Swords on the right hand side, which is where you've kind of come from to some degree. There's been a bit of a battle, but numerologically speaking, once I can get that word out, the number 5 is the number of freedom in numerology. So actually it's almost like you've had to fight through this odd number, this number 5, in the past to some degree to get to where you're at in the 6 of Swords, to be able to now into a more balanced number, so you can actually feel a lot more leveled out, let's say. More of an equilibrium. There's a bit of a journey going on with the cards, actually, because like I said, I was also tuning into the Queen of Pentacles as well as the 6 of Swords. But there's a journey going on for the 5 from right to left, from the 5 of Swords all the way through to the 6 of Swords, and then into the Queen of Pentacles, where you're very settled. There's a settling energy. So once you've taken that journey of the 6 of Swords, you'll basically kind of settle into your energy system a lot more profoundly than you have done in the past, because I feel many of you Capricorns have been suffering with anxiety. Actually, I'm really tuning into, and maybe some breath work. You've had some breath issues. This isn't a medical reading, but just highlighting a few things that I'm seeing for Capricorns. Okay, you've maybe had some kind of high breath, let's say, breath placed very high up in your chest and almost into your throat. I'm hearing the word asphyxiation, but I'm just going to put that out there because it may feel somewhat like that, almost like a suffocating. Like for any of you that have suffered from asthma, maybe you may have been feeling somewhat I did from a child. I had very severe asthma, so I know what that's like. It's almost like everything just closes down in your chest area, and it can go up into your throat as well. But that's what I'm kind of tuning into for some of you, of having been and this is in your past energy, that you've experienced anxiety that's also affected that area of your being, among others. I'm also tuning into the lower spine, with the kind of coccyx area, the lumbar region, like up until, I guess, L5, just for sorry, not to get too technical, but just down at the bottom, your kind of your lumbar spine, L standing for lumbar, by the way. Yeah, so just, if you think of your vertebrae and you count the number of vertebrae, that's what I meant by that, L5. But don't have to go down that road. Just in your lower regions, your coccyx area, right at the back area, there's been a bit of kind of tightness there for some of you as well. and this is the past energy. It may still be lingering, but this is the past energy I'm tuning into. So freeing up is what I'm getting up to. What I'm getting to is Spirit is saying you're going to start to feel your energy free up a little bit more, okay? And I'm actually being drawn to the number 4 as well on my screen. There's a timer, and I'm being drawn to the number 4. And it basically, the number 4 is almost like, because there are no 4s in your read on the cards, you've got a 6 and a 5, but the 4 is a very stable number. Yeah, so again, they're doubling down, Spirit doubling down onto this idea of stability. And also I'm tuning into the word of transport, because on my my workstation when I'm recording it, it's got this, I can transport files. So I've just been, alerted of that Spirit are really asking me to focus on that word transport, because it really is the 6 of Swords. You're being transported from one energy system, which felt a bit more fragmented and broken, into a much more kind of grounded, connected energy system. All right, so I'm picking up a lot of symbols from my actual environment, my immediate environment right now in this reading, and I feel you're going to be doing that a lot. And Spirit are asking you to start trusting the signs on Earth. Yeah. So if you could be in a library, for let's say, and you may just see a book, and I'm not saying trust everything you read. You must discern and trust your soul, because you can also get very lost with trusting. I have in my past, many, many years ago, just tried to trust all the symbols of the universe externally from me. And although it was a huge, let's say, a learning curve or an unlocking curve. I call it unlocking because, for me, you're not really learning, you're just unlocking things that are already within you. But although it was a huge unlocking curve for me back in my past, trusting all the messages from the universe externally from me was, pretty challenging. And sometimes you would find yourself down paths that you may have, were somewhat questionable to some degree. But anyway. What I am seeing is that you will start to see, and Spirit are actually asking you to just trust, open yourself up to start trusting the messages from the universe externally from yourself as well. So like I said, you may be in a library, you may see the title of a book and it just resonates. Like you may see, the bear and the boy, and that may just resonate something like comfort. Like, the bear is kind of warm and fuzzy, and it just kind of it's kind of comforting for you. Okay, that may be the message from that book title, The Bear and the Boy. All right, and you may even be the boy, yeah, or the man, or the woman who feels comforted by the bear, let's say, to some degree. Okay, but yeah, that's just an example. But I'm really also focusing on I'm speaking very fast because that's just how the flow is coming. But the Queen of Pentacles, I'm focusing on the actual pentacle, and they're saying money's coming in, and it's going to start coming in for you, Capricorn, soon. Actually, you're going to start to see, or at least you're going to start to see seeds being planted that alert you to where your money is going to come from. And that's I'm seeing the 17th of June as a signpost, is what Spirit are telling me. So the 17th of June, you may get some news. I'm just trying to think what's happening. There's probably a new moon coming up around that time, close by anyway, at least. Because I know we've got a full moon on the 4th, approximately 3rd and 4th of June, which is in Sagittarius, which is also going to be quite potent for you, actually, Capricorns, okay? I know that's just before the time of this reading, but this reading will be released slightly earlier before the full moon, so you can just be alerted to the June 3rd, 4th, depending on where you are in the world, Sagittarius full moon. But also around the 17th of June is a key date that I picked up in regards to getting notified about some prospect for money. Okay, and that's not for all of you, that's for some of you, and it's related to some projects that maybe you're embarking on, Capricorns. Okay, yeah, and on this occasion, even though we really are focusing on Capricorn sun signs, but they're saying it may also filter into Capricorn moon signs as well, okay, and rising signs. All right, just on this occasion, but yeah, but we are trying to focus the energy, myself, Spirit, and angels. We are focusing the energy on Capricorn suns, but for that specific date, the 17th of June, around there, very close by, might be the 16th, 17th, 18th, around that time. But I'm getting the 17th quite strongly. There may be some news of prospective ideas for how money's going to come in to you. Okay, so that's cool. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to tune in a bit further with Spirit and see what else. I'm focusing again on the Six of Swords, and they're saying calmer waters are coming. I'm actually going to directly channel with Spirit right now and just allow them to come through with a more of a direct connection. So I'm just gonna allow them to blend with my voice, and you'll hear Spirit. Capricorns, Capricorns, Capricorns. Your energy system is not broken as you think it is. It's just that you have been releasing deep toxins, let's say, shadows. Now, this release was necessary in order for you to get to where you are now, which is in much more of a balanced, harmonious place. Please, 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 as much as you can, trust in Spirit. At times you can't always hear Spirit, which is why we're asking you and encouraging you to start trusting the signs outside of yourself so that we can communicate to you messages that will serve your loving self. So please trust in your surroundings and know that there are people reaching out to you, coming into your life to support you on your journey. Do not fear. You have great abilities to discern what is for you in a loving way and what is not going to serve you. So please, please, please start to trust those abilities at this moment in time. Okay? All right, so that was more of a direct message that I channeled with my guides. Yeah. So yeah, you heard it. Anything else? Oh, my energy just shifted in that moment, actually, now, right now. I'm getting some head energy. Yeah, I'm feeling you may still be shifting a little bit of kind of head energy. Now, that sounds really vague. Just energy around your head, basically. You may have a few shifts here and there, and it's almost like dimensional shifts that you may just feel like things peeling away from your head space, let's say, and you'll feel it quite viscerally, energetically, okay? Almost like a breeze just going by your face, as an example. But yeah, so you'll feel like an energetic breeze, let's say, metaphorically speaking. Kind of pass in and out or through your headspace around this time, but just allow that to happen. It's just layers of you shifting, releasing, and recalibrating. It's it's just part of the journey. Yeah. What else? Number 5 is coming into the forefront, and I'm focusing again on the 5 of Swords, but actually I'm just looking at the number 5. It's kind of overlaid over the card. I'm just seeing number 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Now that's almost like I've just said that 4 times. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. No, I said that. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting. My math is terrible. That was 5 times. And basically it's like a powerful 5 is what they're saying. Yeah, which is freedom, liberation. They're saying all of this stuff that you're going through is journeying you towards liberation. Like I mentioned earlier, the number 5 is the number in numerology of liberation. And actually I have a life path number 5. Okay, basically to find out your life path number, you just add your date of birth, all the numbers like that are incorporated, the month, the year, and the day. Yeah, so when I say the day, like if it was like the 17th of May, let's say, yeah, you add the 1 and a 7, so the 1 and the 7 is an 8. And then if you're born in, and because it's May, that's a 5, that's the 5th month, that's a 5. So you add the 8 to the 5, which then gives you 13, right? So then if you were born in, let's say, 2000, you then, out of that, you only have 2000, so that's just a 2. Okay, you just take the number 2 and you add that to the 13, you get a 15. And then now you round that down even further. You add the 1 and the 5, which gives you a 6. So that person born on May 5th, what was it? Was it 15th? I can't remember now, but I think it was the 15th I said at the beginning. It's basically a life path number 6, okay? Yeah, so if I hope it's all kind of constantly rounding down. Yeah, or reducing down is probably a better word. Actually, reducing down with the numbers. So just add your day, month, and year all together, okay? And then you'll get your life path number. That's how you do it. But they're just showing me. I'm just sharing that with you in case you're interested. You can always Google it of how to do it. And I'm sure there's calculators out there as well. But that's how you do it manually. Excuse me. But yeah, the number 5 is really prominent right now because they're talking about liberation, and there's a big liberation energy playing out actually in the collective, because you know, this, for those that don't know anything about astrology, I often use a little bit of astrology in my readings, but Pluto is in its kind of back and forth journey of going between Capricorn and Aquarius, because it's about to start a whole new 20-year cycle in the sign of Aquarius from the beginning of next year. It's currently there now, but it's going back into Capricorn soon in June. So it's not stable. And this year is a little bit unstable in regards to the movement of Pluto. You know, it's one of those transitional years. And I'm saying that because the life path number 5, that liberation, it really is kind of symbolic of where we're going. The next 20 years will be very much kind of like, you know, power to the people. The old structures of power are kind of collapsing as we speak to some degree, and there will be much more freedom and liberation given back to the people. That's the energy we're moving in toward, and actually that's what a lot of us are tapping into now. We're tapping into the kind of collapse of the old, which is why there's a lot of anxiety, because it's a real number 5 energy that I'm feeling. I'm not saying numerologically there's a number 5 going on. However, there is a because actually the numerological year we're in now is a 7. You've got the 2023, right? So you've got 2 plus 2 plus 3, because 0 is 0, obviously. So 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So it's a lot. We're in a number 7 year. But regardless of that, I'm focusing on the number 5 because the card, I have the 5 of Swords on the screen on the right hand side, and that's what Spirit is showing me, is that it's emphasizing liberation. You know, the reason why you're going through a lot of this shadow work, let's say these anxieties that you have felt in the previous weeks and months. Yes, you're feeling more balanced now, and I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent, roundabout way of explaining myself about this number 5, but they're saying basically the reason why they're bringing up number 5 is because you're in a space of really fighting for your liberation, and many are, okay? But to feel liberated, you have to do the work, which is releasing a lot of the negative energies within the being, okay? And that's part of what feeling anxiety is. It's a release, it's a purge, all right? But as I said, as I'm gonna say is, if you need medical help, full disclosure, I'm on YouTube's platform, so in respect to the guidance given via YouTube, I'm not a medical professional, so to speak, and if you need medical help in that regards, please seek medical attention, okay, for anxiety or whatever other ailments may be arising, if you feel drawn to do so. But otherwise, I'm going to stop, Capricorn, because I feel I've spoken for long enough, all right? Or let's say for the right amount of time. All right. So peace, love, and all those great things. Feel free to subscribe if you so choose. Please just trust your heart as to whether this channel is for you, and maybe hit the like button if you like the videos, and share them if you so choose, okay? But I really appreciate you turning up regardless and listening to the readings, and hopefully it's helped. Peace and love, Capricorns. Peace and love.